Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today it's super blustery out there. We just had some rain, a rainstorm, and right now you can see how windy it is without much sunlight. So back to the trunk of this little car. Today we are looking at a helmet, specifically the Scorpion EXO R420. So it comes in a box. I have already discarded the box, and then you also have this nice little nylon bag with the strings right here, and you can close and open the bag using this. So you press and you pull on the strings, and there you have your helmet. So I've actually had this for a couple of weeks right now. I've gone on a couple of rides, some of them quite long rides, and so far I'm very impressed with the build quality and the comfort that I'm having with this helmet. So you have two shell sizes. The first shell is smaller and it encompasses the sizes from small, medium, large, extra large up to 2XL, and then you have the 3XL and the 4XL, which have a different larger shell. So the helmet is DOT compliant, and the smaller shell is also is also SNELL compliant. The larger shell, that's the 3XL and the 4XL, is not SNELL compliant. So this particular color I have here is the matte titanium, and they have a whole variety of different colors that you can choose from. Some of them have graphics, some are just plain like this. As you can see back here, you have the DOT compliance. The smaller ones would also have a sticker here indicating that they are SNELL compliant. So general build quality, I would say I really like the build quality. I like the modern lines. You have this front area which is quite sleek, and then back here you have the diffuser, which also encompasses vents, exhaust vents. If you look at the front, right here in the front of the crown, you have the Scorpion logo, and from what I understand, you can easily take this off. It's simply held on there with double-sided tape. On the crown, you also have an intake vent, which you can open and close just like that. If you go a bit lower on the chin, on this chin bar, you have incorporated into that another vent with two positions, first and second. The visor has a special coating that makes it not to fog up. So if you're riding in very humid conditions, very hot conditions where you are sweating, you won't find any fogging on the visor. I especially like that because at times in summer out here it gets really hot and muggy. So far I haven't had any fogging issues with the visor. The visor also has this locking mechanism, and you can actually, because of the locking mechanism, you can actually take this on some very high speed excursions or rides, on track, off track, and it has detent positions, so you can crack it just like that. It holds in place. You can crack it up a little bit more and it holds in place. More, it holds in place. There, it holds in place, and all the way up. To release the visor, you have this mechanism here. You press down and then it pops right out. If you watch really closely, let's see if I can bring that close up here. There's a little marker right there on the visor. you need to get that lined up here, this and that way you can push it back in when you take off the visor, or if you are installing a new visor. They do offer visors with different types of coatings. You can have a tinted one, you can have iridium, you can have different colors, and they go for about $50 to $54 for a new visor. The helmet itself, they retail for about $150. When the first came out in about 2018, they were selling retailing for about $80, but right now it's about $150, and they have proven to be very popular. All right, let's go underneath the visor, the helmet, sorry. Here you can see you have two stripes right there, and those are reflective. So at night, let's say you kept your helmet somewhere or somebody crashed, you can use a flashlight and you see this 3M reflective material shine back at you. Also, for the cheek guards, you can pull them out if you are in an emergency situation, without necessarily putting a lot of strain on the head or the neck of the person who is wearing the helmet. You have a chin curtain right here. This pops right out easily. Very good fabric, soft to the touch, and elastic, as you can see. The helmet has a chin strap, as you can see here, with D-rings to control the chin strap. The cheek insert, the cheek pads, these pop out easily, and inside you have the what's it called, the quick fit material, and that basically allows you to, if you sweat in here and it's very hot, it wicks away the sweat, and that keeps you cool on very hot days. And on cold days, it also keeps you warm. So it's a very good material. The cheek pads, they pop right out. There's 3 little clips holding it in place, so you pop it right out and you can wash it. Also, the crown liner pops out and you can wash it. Other features about this helmet is, if you look in there, there's a cutout for your glasses, so you can wear your glasses. You see right there, that line, and that would be for the stem of your glass, and it goes right in comfortably. Also, there's provision made for there's a cutout there in case you need to use in-ear Bluetooth entertainment devices or a hands-free, so that would be for the earpiece. I haven't taken this apart. Oh, there you go. I've taken out one of the clips, so you can see there's a cutout for your in-helmet entertainment or communication device. Get that back in place. Yep, I have it back in place. So those are the main features. One other thing from the reviews I've seen that people overlook is, if you look here carefully, you would see there's additional venting in there. So I believe that, you know, sends some of the air directly to the visor, and then it also helps in keeping it clear. And if you look there, you see that where the stem of your glass is supposed to go. That's the cutout right there. All right, one last thing I want to talk about before we wrap up this review is the gasket that you have here. It's very soft touch, and it seals pretty good, so when you close, you don't really have a lot of air or moisture coming into your helmet from outside. And using this helmet, I realized there's quite a bit of wind noise. Part of the reason could be that when I ride my bike, I usually have a lot of turbulence because of the way my windshield is positioned on the bike. So the top of my head is usually directly in the path of turbulence, and you know, it causes quite a bit of turbulence, and I get a bit of wind noise in the helmet, so it's quite noisy. but that doesn't bug me too much. I've been on quite I wouldn't say long rides, but for me long rides, that's like an hour non-stop, and so far it performs so good. It's very light in weight. It has it's just about 3.3 pounds for the helmet, so I really feel the difference. I haven't had much experience with other types of helmets like the higher end ones. This would be like an intermediate type helmet, but this is very lightweight, you know, in my opinion, my uneducated opinion. So to summarize, I would say if you are a beginner and you have to go on track once in a while with your motorcycle, this is a good helmet for you. Lightweight, very comfortable to wear, vast selection of sizes, and the premium venting system which prevents, and coating material which prevents the visor from fogging up. So yeah, if you are in the market and you're trying to see what kind of helmets are out there, I would definitely recommend taking a look at the Scorpion EXO R420. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys on the next video. The rain has started just right now. See you guys.